I want to ask the question: do we think the Rings of Powers
Ah,
is actually going to
ugh.
make it? Is actually going to make it to 5 seasons because they're slated to do
I
five
don't think so.
seasons. They've started working on writing for season 3 before season 2 is even out.
Season
There's
two,
rumors, so there's confirmation they got the rights to all 5 of the wizards, including
yeah.
Gandalf,
Boo.
so they can confirm that character was Gandalf, which we've touched on in previous
Oof.
podcasts. But there's also rumors that they have gotten secretly the rights to the Silmarillion,
Ooh.
the show
Ooh.
rights to the Silmarillion. So, do you think with the amount of hatred the first season got, it doesn't matter? They keep all these articles keep touting that this was the highest viewed Amazon Prime show it's ever had, and maybe the first couple episodes was, but not the whole season. When we see the drop off at season 2, especially at season 3, is it actually going to make it to 5 seasons? Is the real question I wanted to quickly touch
I
on here.
I think they cancel it after 2 or 3.
Okay,
I
Joshua.
think they might make a 4th season, but yeah, they're not making it.
The budget's dropping significantly, though.
Yeah, no, they'll keep going in. It's gonna get worse and worse with every season. But I don't think they'll make it to 5.
Do you think there's any? I think after you made that first season, there's no coming back from that. But do you think there's any chance
That they try to course correct?
if they have the rights to the Silmarillion and some more source material,
They
is
might
there
try
any
to
chance in the world that they actually get more book
They might try
accurate?
to course correct, but the issue is that season 2 is still going to be the same stuff as season 1, so it won't be course correcting in season 2.
No, and the timeline's way off, right?
Yeah, it would have to be course correcting in season 3, and I don't know that they'll make it past season 2.
So you think that the work they're prepping for now is in vain?
Yeah, even if they're course correcting for season 3 and season 4 or whatever, it's unknowable if those are even going to be made.
Yeah, I think
They'll definitely make
I
it
agree
season
with
3.
you. I do not think they're making it to 5 seasons. I don't think Amazon wants to dish out the money for something that they
If
clearly.
they do, their budget is going down significantly.
I don't know if they're making it to 5 seasons. I just don't. Especially like that last season or season
Yeah.
2 or 3, whatever it was, of Wheel of Time. Nobody talked about that. Nobody watched it. And I think if they get those kind of numbers on the next season or 2, they're just going to stop. Amazon doesn't want to dish out all this money for something that
Well,
nobody's
apparently
watching.
they do. Apparently
They have
Yeah.
well, they have fake data right now because they think they know people didn't like it, but they think that they'll keep getting numbers
Right.
moving forward, and that's just not going to happen because I'm going to watch season 2 because we're going to create videos on it, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to. I already know it's going to be horrible. I already know it's going to be as bad, if not worse, than the first season.
Right.
It's just going to be absolutely shameful, and there's no way that this has longevity for 5 seasons.
I don't think so. People would have had to really, really like it. And even the people that liked it weren't like, yeah, it's incredible. They were like, it was okay.
So if they
You gotta
did
have more
5
than that.
seasons, if they did 5 seasons at the current budget, their predictions, or I guess they would be called, what do you
Projections.
call projections? Yeah, that with 5 seasons, Amazon will sink about $1 billion into this franchise. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Not at all. That's way too much money to lose. I don't think they're going to make up $1 billion worth of subscribers to Amazon Prime or whatever it is that they're doing. And I also just don't think that the woke nature of Rings of Power is going to have sustainability over the next 2 years. I think Hollywood is going to crash and burn, and they're going to realize the only stuff that's successful is not super woke things. And they're going to either pivot or these studios are going to go out of business, as we're seeing Paramount losing tons of money and firing and downsizing,
Mhm.
and Disney's on the precipice of doing the exact same thing, right? So yeah, I think we all kind of agree. I don't think they're making 5 seasons of the show, but
No.
later this year we are still slated to get season 2, which is going to be
Mhm.
a wild ride.
Wow.
Yeah,
Insane.
I mean, they definitely. So they've got 2 more seasons, I think, for sure. Before they're gonna pull any plugs,
Mhm.
but nobody is gonna like it, and people will talk about it because it's the hot topic. But that's all. People are just gonna talk about it because talking about it, they're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll be popular for how bad it is, just like the first one is. Luckily, they're not doing a release simultaneously with House of the Dragon, so at least they won't have that competition.
Mhm.
But it was kind of nice in the first 2 seasons of the first season of both of those shows to
Yeah.
see the stark difference between something that's good and something that's horrible.